Mark, how long are you visiting Earth?
Any aspiring entrepreneurs out there?
Hey,
Here are a
Big
few
Tick, you
pointers
asked for
on
this
what
edit of
not
Greek
to do.
sloth, so
I see
here
it as a
is.
novelty
Also,
product.
fuck you, Jack
I can't
Pepe,
see you
laugh,
ever
clap,
making
Pepe,
money
laugh,
with this,
clap, Pepe.
so I'm out.
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 worst Shark Tank pitches.
Well, you know, there's the Easy Bake Oven out there.
We're not next to somebody's bed at 2 o'clock in the morning.
You don't know where a kid's gonna put the Easy Bake Oven.
For this list, we're looking at the absolute worst products or services pitched on the US version of Shark Tank. But we're also taking into consideration the quality of the pitches themselves.
If you see a squirrel on your bird feeder and he wears out his welcome, just press the remote control and deliver a harmless static shock correction that is similar to walking across the carpet and touching something.
Bam!
Number 10, sticky note holder.
I have created a product that will keep your sticky notes in place and organized while working at your computer.
Have you ever thought to yourself, man, I really wish I had a device that could attach Post-it notes to my laptop? No, you probably haven't, because, well, Post-its are already perfectly capable of sticking to things.
This example here is an example of what we're all used to seeing. There's been no change in it. There's been no solution to it until today.
It's kind of a big part of their job description. Mary Ellen Simonson, the woman pitching this wonderfully useless product, was asking the Sharks for $500,000 in funding. Can you say delusional?
Stop the madness. Are you out of your mind?
Yes.
Are you crazy?
Yes.
Who would give you $10 for that?
A lot of people.
To top it all off, she had made 0 sales and didn't even have a patent on her invention, which, if you're a regular Shark Tank viewer, you'll know is a recipe for a quick rejection. However, inexplicably, the flippin' notes are still available online.
I don't think your product is worth what you're asking, but I do think you have a product there. And I think for $10 a pop on a QVC type station.
What planet did you come from?
No, let me tell you, I think you could sell it.
Number 9, no fly cone.
Well, you see the flies as they accumulate. Well, this, you don't see the flies until you actually look to see what you've caught.
You know you're off to a bad start when your pitch involves feces. Entrepreneur Bruce Gaither had an idea that involved using dog poop to attract flies to his trap.
So, I designed an all-natural fly trap, and right away, we were successful catching them where they feed and breed.
To bring his idea to life, he asked for $25,000 for a 15% stake. Sure, he gets points for bringing his adorable golden retriever onto the show with him, but a cute pup isn't enough to change the Sharks' minds.
You're kind of creating the problem by leaving the poop outside, aren't you?
Aside from the fact that this product can only be marketed to dog owners, the Sharks made the legitimate point that no one would want to use this device in their homes because, you know, poo. Even Family Guy creator Seth MacFarlane's endorsement couldn't save this doomed pitch.
He's your spokesman? He doesn't even have a dog?
If I did, I'd be the first guy in line.
Number 8, Squirrel Boss.
Now we know squirrels are extremely cute, and they need to eat too. But they are 5-pound gorillas, and they are hogs.
Any pitch that involves electrocuting harmless woodland creatures deserves a great big no. And that's exactly what this one got. Michael DeSanti markets his product as the world's first interactive squirrel-proof bird feeder. The interactive bit is what's key here.
So, Mike D, just to be clear, I'm sitting in my house.
Yes.
I see the little squirrel eating.
Yes.
I think he's had too much. I zap him.
You see, the bird feeder isn't exactly squirrel-proof so much as it's an opportunity for sadists to torture the small fluffy-tailed animals.
This sounds fake.
Animal cruelty aside, the obvious problem here is that you'd need to be sitting around all day holding your zapper at the ready for this product to work.
But that means I have to be watching the
That's
bird
our
feed.
second biggest objection that I get all of the time in public.
What's the first?
That you have to be watching.
Too expensive, and that's why I'm here.
Unless this is a pitch exclusively for the unemployed or infirm, it didn't really make a whole lot of sense to anyone. Don't worry, no squirrels were hurt in the making of this episode.
But Mike, wouldn't the animal rights people get all over this? You're electrocuting the animals.
Number 7, Throx.
Hello, hello, hello. I'm Edwin Heaven. I'm the creator of Throx, the cure for the missing sock.
There's something about the idea of selling packs of 3 socks that seems more creepy than practical.
So when you lose one, you still have a pair.
What do you do with the extra sock until you need it? We're kinda torn on this one, because on the one hand, the mysterious loss of individual socks is a real problem in our contemporary society. On the other hand, though, a simple solution to this problem would be to man up and buy your socks in bulk at Costco, so that they all look the same and the concept of pairs becomes irrelevant. While Edwin Heaven's presentation is certainly magical, somehow this product seems like it would cause more problems than it would solve.
Have you patented this?
You cannot patent a package of 3 socks.
Right.
Number 6. Track days.
We're seeking $5 million.
Whoa.
It's a lot of money.
In exchange for 34% equity in our production.
Pitching a feature-length film to the Sharks seems ambitious to begin with, but when it sounds as bad as this, the creators are bound to get eaten alive.
So boys, you want $5 million to make a movie.
I know how you feel that, you think that filmmaking is a crapshoot, which we completely understand.
Making up the pitch team are a former stuntman, a writer, and a producer. When they make their pitch, they have no script, no actors, and no financial backing.
Essentially what we'll be doing is we'll be putting a script together, which is in the process of being rewritten.
You don't even have a script yet?
The guys make sure to stress that this is not a movie about the popular sport of motocross, since they were told there's no viable US market for a motocross movie. Nope, this is a film about MotoGP, a lesser-known sport that's given little to no attention in the United States. They also mention that there's never been a movie made about the sport, but maybe there's a reason for that.
I'm a huge motorcycle fan, and there's been such a lack of movies made about them.
Number 5. The Sullivan Generator.
With your help and your business acumen, together, we can develop this new technology and leave a lasting legacy of goodness.
If we're being completely honest, we're just as baffled by this guy's pitch as the Sharks were. He claims to have invented an electric generator that harnesses the spin of the Earth to create electricity. Conveniently enough, the waste this machine supposedly produces is gold?
The waste products are the mineral precipitates, manganese, and gold.
What?
Gold.
Entrepreneur Mark Sullivan, who also markets himself as a songwriter and ladies' clothing designer, among other things, says he's invented over 1,000 products that make over $1 billion a year in profits.
And I'm an inventor with over 1,000 inventions. And the technology I'm offering you today is the Sullivan Generator.
Even so, it looks like the Sharks have a hard time believing anything this guy says.
If he makes so much money, why does he need them to invest in this product, dude?
Because it all sounds straight up crazy, especially if you know even a little bit about science.
The gold is left in the ocean.
Number 4, Cougar Limited.
The Cougar. Modern. Sexy.
Because what the world really needs is another energy drink, especially one with such a small and kind of derogatory target market.
Introducing Cougar energy drink for women.
Not to mention, women between the ages of 35 and 55 hardly seem like the prime demographic of energy drink consumers. Also, how many women can there possibly be out there who self-identify as cougars? Okay, in case you're unclear on the concept, this is an energy drink for women of a certain age who like to date younger men.
Isn't a cougar typically older? Because she looks younger than you are.
Well, she's been drinking the Cougar, the Cougar shot for a while now. So.
I'm 35.
35.
Wow, you look great.
Isn't that too young to be a cougar?
The inventor, Ryan Custer, claims this is, quote, the industry's first gender-specific functional beverage. But that doesn't even seem to be true. This product pretty much has nothing going for it. And it really doesn't help that according to Barbara Corcoran, the drink tastes like chalk.
0 calories, 0 sugar.
Taste I have on my tongue now.
Could be maybe the niacin.
Number 3, Waken Bacon.
My product takes a unique approach on waking up in the morning. It's pretty much the only one of its kind.
Didn't Michael Scott have this one covered?
When I wake up, I plug in the grill. I go back to sleep again. Then I wake up to the smell of crackling bacon.
When you want to wake up to freshly made bacon, you just set up a George Foreman grill at the foot of your bed, right? Clearly, this inventor isn't a fan of The Office, because he came up with a pig-shaped device with the exclusive purpose of bedside bacon making.
And so, inspired, I went home and I built the world's first alarm clock that actually wakes you up with bacon.
This is the first idea on our list that actually seems kind of appealing, until you think about the logistics of it. You have to put the bacon in before you go to sleep, And leaving raw meat unrefrigerated overnight
That's what I was
seems
thinking
like
first.
a recipe for disaster. Not to mention the whole thing seems like a serious fire hazard.
You got no projections whatsoever. You got a pig box that's going to
That's
catch
just
on
not
fire
good.
and kill somebody. I'm going to be sued into the Stone Age.
But those problems
In the Stone
notwithstanding,
Age.
Maddie Salin should keep working on this one. We are intrigued.
Hey, Maddie, I love the face of the pig. Do you have a slogan for this or anything?
Rise and swine.
Number 2, Rolodoc.
And what we've realized is that when it comes to communication, medicine is not in the 21st century.
Aren't doctors supposed to be smart? Well, brothers and doctors Albert and Richard Amini managed to give a bad name to a well-respected profession. At least in the eyes of Mark Cuban.
You're not going to let him tell me how I make money.
Because there's no chance of you making money on this.
Their idea for a mobile app that connects doctors and patients isn't fundamentally stupid in theory, but their pitch was so bad that there's no way anyone would trust their business sense.
Sharks, with your investment, we will revolutionize the way we communicate in medicine, but most importantly, you'll help us get rid of these pagers and make some money doing it.
They keep throwing in buzzwords like social media without an actual plan to back any of it up. It sounds like what they want to do is create a LinkedIn for physicians, but they have no idea how to get doctors to use their app or how to monetize it. The Sharks are understandably a bit harsh with their criticism.
It's a valid concern because you don't want to be reading about somebody that actually isn't a surgeon that's offering heart surgery. That would be a bad outcome.
I don't think they're going to be able to get anybody. It's not going to be dangerous if you can't get any doctors.
Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here are some honorable mentions.
Fuck off. Oh, fuck it, let's watch it. Ooh, I saw that. God damn.
Let me introduce to you what has been called the greatest invention of all time. The arcade! Ta-da! Drink and game.
Oh, Lord.
I don't want you to move
Genius.
Oh, really? Oh, that's hard to do. It's starting to hurt.
Let me have it.
Hey, Beast, this is killing me.
Remember I told you you could get a workout by not moving? Now, where you feel it at?
Yeah, it's starting to burn. Can you walk with this?
Walk, run, jog.
Number 1, the Ionic Ear.
My name is Darren Johnson, and I'm here today to explain the Ionic Ear investment opportunity.
The worst of the worst comes from Shark Tank's very first episode, all the way back in 2009.
You guys are so close-minded. Please let him finish.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Apparently, back in the old days, Bluetooth earpieces were the must-have tech gadget. But this guy took it one step further, so that you and your Bluetooth would never have to be apart.
I'm sorry, where are you implanting this into another device? What are you implanting this into?
No, it's actually going into your ear.
Pitching a surgically implanted Bluetooth device that's inserted into the wearer's ear canal. Darren Johnson manages to creep the sharks out and get some of the fastest I'm outs in the show's history.
Don't call me, I'll call you. I'm out.
Okay, I appreciate that.
The fact that the device has to be charged nightly by inserting a large needle into one's ear definitely doesn't help his cause. And neither does the fact that he didn't actually get any doctors to approve his product. Surprise, surprise, the Ionic Ear never took off.
Darren,
here's
insanity, here's genius. You're somewhere.
Do you agree with our list?
Not this one, not here today. That's not going to happen. I'm out.
What's the worst Shark Tank pitch you've ever seen?
At one point, there was a fly crawling down the side of Mr. Wonderful's face as he was talking, and it just kind of made its way into his mouth.
For more inventive top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
In America, this is the land of opportunity and innovation, and inventors like me are what will save America.
Guys, what is this shit about? I'm saying what? What is it?
What will save Americans like me are what will save America. And innovation and inventors like me are what will save America.
Holy shit, dude. Okay. Thanks, man.